So I just finished this screen door. A client wants to use this as a door to her pantry. And so, as you can see, it's just made out of 1 inch. It's a full 1 inch 1x rough cut 1800s pine. This was the wood up in the rafters that the shingles were nailed to. So it's got false hinges on the front and your handles. Then on the back side, this wood here is the batten on these barns. The it's usually 1x12 where you find these battens. These cover the seams. They run vertical on the barn. I used to throw them away, and then all of a sudden I thought, well, maybe I ought to start keeping them. So I have a stack of them, and I'm glad I kept them. They came in handy. So anyway, they work pretty good for covering the edges of the screen. So now I'll show you how I built this door. So today I'm going to build a screen door. This is for a client that wants an old wood screen door going into their pantry in their new house. So I've already selected the wood from my stock, and now I'll cut it down to size. Okay, I've got the basic frame made, and it is hopefully perfectly square. Beautiful. So as you can see, I drilled pocket holes in here. When I put the screen on, there's going to be molding on this side. That molding will probably cover these holes, and then probably 2 of those holes, and then I'll plug the other 2. So far so good. Alright, so let's take a look at what I've done so far. This is, as mentioned, this is going to be a screen door that goes into a pantry. So I used pocket holes, and you'll see those will be covered or filled with matching plugs. Cut your plugs out of the same wood so it'll match. So in this case, nothing will match this old reclaim unless I cut it out of the same wood. So normally I have to drill pretty fast to cut plugs, but with this wood it's brittle and I have to go extremely slow to get a plug cut. So let's see how that did. See, that cut a beautiful plug, but if I go any faster it breaks it out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut more plugs to plug these holes. You can see, see right there's 3 holes, and it really filled them in nicely. Down here there's 3 more. You know, you can still see it, but it's always on the back side, and it, you know, it looks a heck of a lot better than having a hole there. So anyway, I'll continue on doing this, cutting these plugs, and then we'll go from there. So I have the screen attached all the way around the perimeter with 1/2-inch brad nails, and then what I'm going to use to secure it is the batten on these barns. When they have 12-inch barn siding, this is the batten that covers the seam and the barn siding, and so I think that'll look pretty good on this old screen door. So I've mitered them, I've cut them to 45s, and here I'll show you what it looks like close up. So right here, this is the batten. See, it's rough. It's got a nice character to it. And that's what I'll use to secure the screen on this door. So you can see the corners are all cut. And then I have these places cut out. This is that is where these boards fit into, and so they'll fit in tight. So when you do this, if you're using the actual reclaim wood, I cut it long, and then I cut it a 1/16 of an inch, an 1/8 of an inch, a 32nd of an inch, multiple cuts until it fits. Because if you cut it short, there's no gluing it back. So now it's just kind of like putting a puzzle together, and I'll put it on there with 1¼ inch brad nails. So the door is done. It's got false hinges. on the left side, handle on the right. It's going to open to the inside to the left. This is, just the old rough wood, full 1 inch thick 1x. It came out of the rafters of a barn. The shingles were nailed to this. And then on the other side, on the other side is the batten. This is all batten that goes, across the seams on barn siding. I always threw this away, and then I started building furniture, and I thought, man, maybe I ought to keep it. Well, I'm glad I did. I've got a whole stack of it. It works perfect for some applications, and in this case it covers up the edge of the screen. So anyway, there was a lot of cutting and notching and cutting to get it to fit right, but it worked out.